So this is a customer demo for how Bayou contact as MFA could be used for authentication flow. First we'll go over the customer experience and what they would see onboarding into Bayou. So they would receive an onboarding link and be directed to this page that looks like this. And for this example, I'm just using my personal comment account. So they would be presented with information about what Bayou does and how they connect to their utility portal. And so they would click continue. And then, like I said, I'm just using my personal information. So this is just the credentials for their utility portal. So in my case, it's ComEd. So they'd submit those credentials. And right now, so I do have MFA enabled. And so you'll see right now I have two verification options, either my phone number using text message or my email. For this demonstration, we'll just show for text message. And this, just to point out, is my personal phone number right now. And so I will receive that 6-digit code. And so this is where we would implement the swapping their personal phone number for a Bayou contact. And there's this checkbox that would allow us to swap in a Bayou phone number for their phone number for MFA contact. And so they have the option to opt in or opt out. If they opt out, they would need to reconnect every 3 months. So let's move forward with opting in. And so I'm going to enter the MFA code that I received in my phone number. And so we've successfully completed the onboarding form, and then the customer is completely done. And then they can close out this page. And so on our end, you can see the data will start to load in. Yeah, so you can see the bills are now being loaded and they are in real time being parsed. So you can see those getting parsed right now. And then I will go ahead and show you what this looks like on the customer in the ComEd portal for this customer. So we've successfully gotten their data, and now we are going to go into their portal and see what changed for them. So in here, I'll sign out. And so this is the login flow for them in their ComEd portal. They would enter their username and password as usual. And now they will be presented with their MFA like they had been. But this time, it is now swapped in with the Bayou phone number. And so this allows us to continue re-authenticating every 3 months. When the MFA session expires, we can go in and re-authenticate without needing to ask the customer to re-authenticate. And we will detect if the request for the phone number is coming from Bayou or from the customer themselves. So if I was the customer logging in and selected text, it will go to our Bayou phone number, but then it will be forwarded to the end customer so that they can log in. They also still will be able to log in with their email. That has not changed. So to demonstrate this, I'll just use the Bayou contact and send the code there. And so now I've received the code, and we'll put that in. And that is the only thing that has changed for them, just the one phone number. And again, that phone number, if the customer is using that phone number to log in, they will get forwarded the MFA code, and they still have the option to log in with their email MFA. And so one other thing to show here is that in their notification settings, if we go to managing alerts, the customer will still have their personal phone number for receiving any other kind of notifications. So that's usage or outages, any of that stuff that's set up, or billing ready or whatever. You'll see here that the phone number is still the personal phone number, so my personal phone number, and the email address is still their personal email address. And then the only thing that has changed in their portal where the Bayou phone number is used is in MFA. If you go there, Again, their email is still the same, but here you'll see the Bayou MFA contact. And so that's the only place it changes, but they would still receive any other kind of notifications, and we would forward the MFA code if they chose the phone number option. And so that is Bayou contact as MFA.